Hello. Guys, let's be honest, did you feel that pause? Because the moment it happened, I froze a little. It wasn't the kind of silence you get when someone forgets their words. No, this one felt emotional, like she was holding something back and trying hard not to let it show. It was the type of pause that makes you want to lean forward and ask, "Are you sure you're okay?" And that is what made it so suspicious. When people suddenly stop talking like that, it usually means their mind is running faster than their mouth. Maybe she remembered something painful. Maybe something touched her heart. Or maybe she didn't want her true feelings to slip out in front of everyone. Pauses like this are never empty, they always carry a truth someone is hiding. Guys, the moment Sonia said, "I'm fine," something didn't sit right with me at all. You know that feeling when the words are correct but the tone betrays them? That's exactly what happened. It was slow, soft, and almost shaky, like she was quietly arguing with herself inside. It didn't feel like a response. It felt like she was covering something. Whenever someone stretches the words like that, it usually means they're trying to stay strong. They might be trying to convince themselves more than the person they're speaking to. Real "I'm fine" is sharp, easy, and confident. What she gave was the opposite, soft, tired, and emotional. Guys, that smile she gave, it didn't feel like hers. The moment she lifted her face, you could tell something was off. Instead of her usual bright, wide, confident smile, this one was soft, gentle, and almost fading. It was the type of smile people wear when they're trying not to break down on camera. And honestly, it felt borrowed, like she picked it out of her pocket just to keep people calm. Why was her smile so weak? Why did it look more like a mask than real happiness? The eyes didn't shine. The cheeks didn't lift naturally. Everything about that smile said, "I'm trying, but I'm tired." Guys, let me tell you something, when she looked away, it wasn't a normal look away. It wasn't the kind where someone is checking their environment. No. This one was long, deep, and almost emotional. It was like she suddenly remembered something she wasn't ready to talk about on camera. And for that moment, it felt like she forgot her viewers completely. Looking away can mean so many things. Sometimes it's someone trying to calm their thoughts. Sometimes it's someone avoiding showing tears. Sometimes it's someone buying time to find the right words. And honestly, the look she gave had all of that energy. Guys, did you hear the way she said the time? Because the moment she dragged that word, everything changed. It wasn't just a normal sentence anymore. It became emotional, almost personal. The way she stretched the word made it sound like she wasn't just talking to her viewers, she was talking to herself. When someone says "time" with that kind of weight, it usually means they've been thinking a lot. Maybe waiting for something. Maybe healing from something. The word felt like a reminder she was giving herself, not advice to others. Guys, can we talk about that calmness? Because it wasn't natural at all. It wasn't the peaceful calm someone has on a normal good day. It was the kind of calm that comes after someone has cried, prayed, or spent hours thinking about something painful. Her voice was steady, but her eyes were telling a completely different story. People often use calmness to hide what they don't want to show. They try to control their emotions by speaking softly so the cracks don't appear. Calm like that is never empty, it's filled with stories someone isn't ready to share. Guys, when she said "thank you," it hit differently. It didn't sound like she was talking to the whole audience. It sounded like she was speaking to someone specific, someone who had supported her privately or someone she deeply appreciated. The tone was soft, emotional, and shaking just a little. It felt like she needed that moment more than she wanted to admit. Sometimes gratitude carries a hidden message. Sometimes it's a way of saying, "I needed that encouragement more than you know." Guys, something very small but very important happened, her breathing changed. It became slower and softer, almost like she was trying to stop her emotions from slipping out. People don't breathe like that unless they are fighting with their feelings. And that tiny change said more than her words. Why did her breath slow down right after she read a comment? Was the comment emotional? Did it remind her of something? When someone takes careful breaths like that, it usually means they are choosing their words, controlling their emotions, or protecting their heart. Guys, let me tell you one thing, body language never lies. The moment her shoulders dropped, I knew something deeper was going on. It was a quick movement, but it carried so much meaning. That kind of shoulder drop usually happens when someone releases a heavy thought or gives up trying to pretend everything is perfect. Why did it happen right after she saw that message? Something touched her. Something reminded her of something she wasn't ready to face. Guys, that laugh she gave. It didn't feel honest. It was light, soft, and almost shaky. You could tell it wasn't coming from real joy. Normally when she laughs, her eyes brighten, her cheeks lift, and her whole face joins the moment. But this time, her eyes stayed calm, almost still. People often use soft laughter to hide pain or avoid explaining something they don't want to talk about. A laugh without shining eyes is never a happy laugh. Guys, thanks for staying with me through this gist. More deep and interesting discussions are coming, so stay tuned and stay wise.